Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be working on this toilet flush. The flush is not working on this toilet. Just going to demonstrate it to you. So this is the problem. Just going to take the cover off. So the tank is full of water. The problem here is this mechanism here. So that's where the problem lies. So we're going to change this part here for the new one. Here we have the replacement part which we got from tool station for under £10. So this one is dual flush height adjustable siphon. So it's a like for like part with the 10 years warranty. So that's what we're gonna fit. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna close the isolation valve, and also we're gonna empty the tank which is full of water. Right, so we're gonna be closing the isolation valve so that we can isolate the water from flowing up into the tank. So we're gonna use a flathead screwdriver, and we're gonna turn this knob this way. So that's the isolation valve fully closed. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna check whether the water supply is disconnected. Here we go. So there isn't any water coming into the tank now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna empty the tank which is full of water, and then we're gonna take this tank off so that we can fit in the new mechanism here. So the tank is secured by two butterfly nuts, one on each side, one here and one on this side. So first thing is first, so we're gonna disconnect this overflow pipe from the left hand side of the tank. Then we're gonna disconnect the water supply pipe going into the tank, and also we'll have to undo these two screws. Right, here we go friends, we have emptied the tank, and the isolation valve is shut as well, so there isn't any water coming from the water supply into the tank. So the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna remove two Phillips screws, this one and this one. There we go. So that's the screws taken off. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna undo the water supply connection coming into the there we go. So that was the connection on the right hand side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the left hand side of the tank, and we're going to undo this overflow pipe. So next we're going to undo these butterfly nuts. So I'm undoing the left hand side one. There we go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to undo the right hand side of the butterfly nut. There you go. So that's the right hand side of the butterfly nut taken off. There we go. So now we're in a position to take the tank off completely. So we're gonna rest it onto the toilet seat. Just gonna lift it up like this. Just gonna rest it here. So here what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this donut. So this is a gasket between the tank and the toilet. So this prevents the water leak from this area. So when you press the flush, when you press down the flush, so the water gushes out from here into the toilet pan. So this donut here works as a gasket. So here is the replacement donut. So we're not going to use the old one. So instead we're going to fit the new one. So the next thing I do is we're going to undo this nut here. There we go. So that's the nut, nylon nut taken off. Now we can pull the flush mechanism out. What we're going to do here is we're just going to pull it out, and there we go. So we've taken out the old flush mechanism from the tank. Here comes the new flush mechanism. There we go. So it's like for like. What we're gonna do here is just gonna remove this nylon nut. Okay, so the O-ring stays here. So that stays here. Just gonna show you the old O-ring, which is just here. So that's the old O-ring. Just gonna clean the surface before we fit the new flush mechanism. Just gonna fit the hook onto the handle here, like that. There we go. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this plate in here like that. Then we're gonna fit the nylon nut like that. Just gonna tighten that nut. That's good enough. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to fit this dome washer. So the washer goes in like this. So this washer is going to sit onto the, just going to show you where it's going to sit. Going to sit here and it's going to form a seal. So here what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean the surface. Someone applied silicone on it. Right, before we fit the tank onto the toilet pan, we're gonna apply PTFE tape onto the fresh water connector, just like that. Alright, so we're gonna do the same on overflow connector. That's good enough. So just gonna fit the tank onto the toilet pan. So just gonna line up these two bolts onto the hole here. There we go. So that's the tank nicely seated onto the toilet pan. So now we're gonna tighten the butterfly nuts on the both sides. So this is the left hand side we are trying to secure first. So we're gonna place in the right hand side butterfly nut. There we go, that's nice and tight on the right hand side. So just gonna tighten the overflow connector which is on the left hand side. There we go. So the next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna secure the water supply connector. There we go. Right, so before we secure the two screws to secure the tank, so one there and one there, we're gonna open the isolation valve and check for any leaks. So I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver to open the isolation valve. There we go. So we're going to let the tank fill up. So we took this float bowl off. So just going to screw that in. There we go. You're gonna look for the leaks around this area. It's all nice and dry. So this was the right hand side. Just going to take you to the left hand side of the flush. There we go. So that's all nice and dry all around. Right, here. Now that we have checked for the leaks and there isn't any leaks, so we're going to secure the toilet tank to the wall with the two Phillips screws. So one goes here, other one on this side. So we're gonna use Phillips screwdriver to secure these two screws. There we go. That's nice and tight. Same on this side. Right, there we go, friends. Job done. I hope you find this video helpful. Just going to put the lid back on. Simple, forward, nice and easy job. Please do like, share and subscribe my videos. Thank you very much for watching the video.